That's right, it's the Nerdy Podcast. Go and check us out on facebook.com/nerdymedia, on Twitter @IrishNerds, and go to patreon.com/nerdy. Throw us a few quid so we can buy a studio, start banging out videos and doing more and more things for you. Hello and welcome to the Nerdy Podcast. I'm Gar and I'm here with Steph.
And I've seen 70 new Marvel shows.
Yes, I'm here with Erin.
Yo, I haven't watched really anything recently, but I started rewatching fucking Avatar.
Sweet. I'm here with fucking whatever, Murray fucking bloke.
Murphy.
Whatever.
I
I looked at you there and I went, oh, it's one of them two.
Cheers for like the flashbacks to primary and secondary school.
What do people call you? Murphy?
Murphy came up called
really? Murray Murphy. Like a shit cop on the TV show.
That's not my name.
Murphy.
Here with Ed.
You have the hack for Murphy about you, to be fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was his intro.
Was that your intro? more stabbings at Murphy's heart. And Helma has something creepy to say.
Hello, how are you?
See? Not anymore.
Didn't expect that, did you?
I did, yeah. Okay. That's what I said. Anyway. Got some silence?
No, I'm good.
You're sure?
Just breathing out.
Do you like that?
I didn't breathe onto the mic.
Did you not breathe in? Pretty good. People get right up on that now, they're missing it.
That's the sound of me rubbing me toys as well.
I suppose the big news this week is that GameStop have posted their, quarter year?
Q3.
Yeah, their third quarter money, and they're down almost fucking $500 million.
Hope they bought some insurance with that.
Yay!
That just came to me.
488 million.
$488 million worth of losses.
There's only so many Harry Potter t-shirts you can sell.
I, for one, am fucking delighted as someone that used to work for GameStop, they can go fuck themselves.
But think of all the children and the
I
poor
don't give
people
a
that
fuck.
did. The people who hadn't got the fucking wherewithal to leave the job like you
They're
did.
all wankers.
Like, I felt filthy because I had to buy
You can't.
hardware in GameStop recently, and it just felt wrong.
But
Oh.
somehow they still posted an increase. They were up software sales 10%.
That's only
So they
because of Red
sold
Dead.
they sold 10% more games and still lost half.
Yeah, but they're not making much off games, so they're fucked.
Well, look, they merged with the Think Geek gang who do all the clothes for.
They bought them.
Do apparel.
They bought them out. So this is what I think of. GameStop are always trying to stay ahead of stupid parents that don't know what to get their kids.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
So
yeah.
when nobody knew about shopping online or nobody knew about video games, GameStop was there, and your mad go in and buy you the game you wanted.
So my son's looking for the new football game.
Yeah.
It's got Ronaldo
And they
on the cover, and it's got you hold the game, but you don't hold him. You hold the plastic thing.
Ma, what are you doing here?
It's white with him on it.
It's called a Nintendo station or something, an X station 4.
But, so they always sold more expensive because parents would go in. But then when parents got wise to buying video games, like, they're always cheaper in Smiths. They're cheaper in Argos most
This
of
will
the time.
shut him up for a while.
They're cheaper online. So then they go, what else can we rip people off on
Yeah.
that's difficult to get?
T-shirts.
Which then became that, like, nerd swag shit.
Yeah.
That, overpriced bollocks, which Think Geek are great at.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Which-
they were real popular for like 6
It was a good
months.
move, to be honest.
Yeah.
In
It
the
was a
States,
good
they
move.
are actually owned by Think Geek. Well, not owned, they're in partnership with Think Geek.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas here we have Zing, which is an Australian company. Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you
Which
like
is
another
what
Call
all
of Duty
that
3 Black Ops
bullshit is when you
t-shirt?
walk into the store.
100% polyester.
I think, honest to God, if I met somebody in my life that was wearing like just like a video game t-shirt, like a fucking release day t-shirt, I think I'd have to run away screaming. You know those like freebies that they do?
I got one free with Tekken, but that was in the 90s.
Yeah, now that's cool. Like Penny's probably sell them now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Apparently, Penny's are selling Action Man t-shirts,
Yeah.
which makes me want to go to Penny's tomorrow and buy all the Action Man
Kind of
t-shirts.
tempted.
Buy
yeah.
me one, will
Then you're
you?
part of a club of people you'll see on the street. Well,
No, you do. I learned this trick off Jay Kennedy.
don't wear it for ages.
You get it, you fuck it in the wardrobe for a year,
yeah, you're right.
then you
yeah.
pull it out of the wardrobe, it's still
Yeah.
box fresh as fuck,
Yeah.
and everybody's forgotten.
Also, buy them now. No one's going to be wearing them. You won't see it. When was the last time you saw a t-shirt
I know,
outside
it's
of
freezing,
the
yeah.
It's fucking freezing. So,
But
yeah.
that rule does not apply to Deadpool t-shirts and pants.
Oh God.
Deadpool and Rick and
God.
Morty t-shirts. Oh.
I have a Rick and Morty
Star
t-shirt.
Wars in
Crossover,
general.
of course, with Nintendo, of course.
What?
I have a Rick and Morty t-shirt from when like season
Oh,
1
is it
was
the
out.
Tiny Rick?
Yeah, but it was the Nintendo one.
Yeah.
And it was cool, but I literally got about a week out before I went, Oh, Rick and Morty fans are horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's from fucking one of the t-shirt websites or something, isn't
Yeah.
it? I've seen
But
that.
yeah, but that was like while season 1 was still happening.
Like, I remember the video of that guy in fucking McDonald's jumping up on top of the fucking counter.
God, yeah.
Jumping
What?
up and down saying, "Where's my Szechuan sauce? I'm Pickle Rick."
Yeah.
It's
He's dead now.
Jesus. I hope he is.
He
So-
died from everyone cringing.
Yeah.
I mean, Rick and Morty fans are probably the number one seed in the tournament of worst fan bases.
They're
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
grim.
They're up there with Tool fans and United fans.
And
Man
Aaron.
United
And Aaron.
fans. And Aaron,
It's
yeah.
pretty bad.
Yo.
Man United and Man United and fucking Tool fans. Pretty
Is
bad.
that a thing? Man United people don't like Man United fans.
No, United fans are just usually cunts.
Are they?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Absolutely no bias on Helmet's part there.
What about Tottenham Hotspur?
I don't really like their fans at all.
Are they real?
They are real. My family
There's a
are
few of them.
entire
There's a few of them in Ireland, and it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
But it's worse to be a fucking West Ham.
Oh,
fan,
because
I
my
think.
uncle used to own a pub in London in the 70s. Would you fuck off?
Is that where they're from? Tottenham Hotspur?
Yeah,
Yeah, London.
they're Arsenal's fucking main rival.
Yeah.
And Arsenal fans are actually
Arsenal from
sound.
London?
Yeah.
I thought there was a place called Arsenal. I'm not even messing.
Probably is.
thought
There
was a
probably
place
is.
called
One
Arsenal.
Arsenal Road,
Yeah.
London.
Like
Arsenal.
Arsenal might be a place in London.
It's not.
Isn't it?
I don't think so.
I
No,
honestly,
they're from Highbury, so it's not.
What?
Highbury.
In Game of Thrones?
Where
Yeah.
Mick used to live. Mick the barber used to live there.
Anyway.
So, I think Aaron was saying one of the reasons that even though GameStop lost so much money, they were up on sales because Red Dead's been
Dead.
selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, Red Dead and Spider-Man, I would say, are the only reasons that they have any form of sales this year. 'Cause
What about all the good Xbox games?
I get fucked.
Do you have an Xbox?
No, I don't.
What's that
I
like?
have common sense.
Gary, you have an Xbox.
Do you have a Zune as well? Holy shit!
I fucking love that in the Guardians of the Galaxy 2. This is the latest music player from Earth. It's a fucking Zune.
Do you know,
It's like, that's just like...
laugh all you want. It's a fucking savage piece of
It
hardware.
is. It actually is.
Savage
Was that
piece of
from- was that
hardware.
from the second one?
Obama
Yeah,
has
it's
one.
I stopped watching the second
Oh.
Guardians of the
Savage.
Galaxy.
Natively
Obama
played
probably still has
Black
Stupid.
Foils. And everyone played lost his
Yeah.
audio. Everyone, yeah.
No,
Killer piece of hardware.
I wouldn't have made that joke if I had known that was in the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
I didn't watch that because it was stupid.
See, that's why you should watch all those movies, so then you know.
No,
what
like,
those
but to be honest
Guardians-
with you, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy. I loved the first one. Started watching the second one, going, "This is a garbage film.
It's not great.
It's a garbage film.
Yeah, the intro to it is great.
It's
so
brilliant.
that's about
It's just I've never seen a film die that quickly.
Yeah.
Can I just say one of my favourite things about working in GameStop was it was January and a customer came in to me being like, can I return this? It was GTA 5, right? And he was like, yeah, I think it's a bit too old for my kid. And I had to lean over the counter to see the kid who was about 4.
Oh.
And I just leaned into the parent and went,
Sucking titties in the titty shop.
I was like, you know you can hire and bang prostitutes in it. He was like, yeah, that's when I realised I should probably bring this back. I was like, your kid is 5 and was able to hire a prosy and ride it, like.
I thought it was disgusting. I watched him play that for a whole half an hour, and I thought that was absolutely.
I mean, and
disgusting.
then when I had finished, I
yeah,
realised.
and when he went to bed, I researched for myself,
And
I
don't
played
forget,
6
you can
hours.
kill them to get your money back.
But their excuse was that they don't know games, so that's why they bought it. I was like, there's a massive red 18 on it. There's a lad with a fucking gun on it. And the game is called Grand Theft Auto. It is based on a fucking, like...
And it's
And your
probably,
kid looks like a fucking
it's
sap.
probably one of the most famous games
I think
Yeah, like what an idiot.
franchises
Yeah.
ever.
Ken had told the story on the podcast before. I think around the time GTA 5
We
came
couldn't,
out.
we couldn't understand them back then. Remember? Oh, did you hear me? That's not a real thing. I've seen a real thing. That's not a real thing.
I think he was playing GTA 5 around his nephew, and he was like, I'll just do some driving around, I won't do anything ropey, or I won't do any missions. And his nephew, who was only like 6 or 7, went, oh, that's Trevor. And Ken was like, how do you know who that is? He's like, oh, like, I watch videos on YouTube of someone playing the game, and he's like, this kid has probably seen some ropey shit on YouTube of someone playing through
When
the
I was
missions.
playing
like,
San Andreas with my brother, fucking, I was playing it by myself and my brother had gone downstairs and I shouted down the stairs to him, Ian! How do you get the GIMP mask? And he was like, shut the fuck up.
Don't take it off me. Don't take it off me. Now everything is Fortnite. Is there even anything bad happening in Fortnite? So maybe.
Oh, there's lawsuits happening about
No, like, I
Fortnite.
mean, like, is there any, like, big tits
Ropey
being
shit?
blown off with
No.
shotguns or
There's
anything?
not even blood in Fortnite.
Well, there you go. Maybe that's a good thing.
They just explode into
Like,
whatever
my
item they have.
10-year-old cousin plays Fortnite.
there's just ropey NFL jerseys in Fortnite.
Remember the night we all tried to play
And
Fortnite?
ropey.
Yeah, when it was nothing.
When nobody knew what it was.
Nobody knew what it was.
John Wick. Here we go.
Someone posted up
Oh,
in the fucking nerdy thread, like, we should all download Fortnite and play it. And we all got it.
I did.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Within 5 minutes, everyone was like, absolutely not.
no.
Absolute, what is this?
No.
What is
Just
this?
no.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm shooting. I shot this lad 10 times.
Remember I tried to shoot and I just built a little wall. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
What is going on? Why is there a foundation being built?
What if
Killing
they-
that cunt in front
What
of
if
me.
they bring it out on PSVR?
No, still, Jesus,
No.
there's so many great games on PSVR now. Why would I fucking...
They're bringing out fucking Borderlands on PS4.
Listen,
That'd be
PSVR now,
beautiful.
as I suggested, same way as suggested with the Switch, is going to be a success. PSVR is now technically a success.
But it's only you that has it.
No, it's not. A lot of people don't have it. And oh man, this Christmas it's coming down fucking big style.
Nah, my little
200 quid. Of course it is.
I know 3 people who have PSVR and none of them live in the same country. Like I think only one was bought in every country.
Of the 6 at this table, I'm pretty sure Polly is the only
Just
one that
hell,
has it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I have a PS4. He has a PS4.
I have
It is,
a PS4.
it is something
Steph has
I'd look
PS4.
into, but 400 quid was a lot.
It's
Yeah,
200
that's-
now or something.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
I
the
thought
last
that
time I was
the
in
last
GameStop
time it
was
was on sale
150.
was about 200.
Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
I thought
Nowadays,
again, the only thing is, I was looking at it going, do I have room for this? Because I live in a box.
Yeah.
well, there's a lot of the games.
Sick
It's really
now.
adaptable to different games. Yeah, sick now.
Like the only reason,
Sick now for living in Temple Bar. Like, you
Let's
glide
stop
to-
talking
you-
about games with
where you-
slag
where you-
steps.
where you glide to work through vomit. Oh, what a beautiful
And half of the road that his gap is actually like wheelchair accessible as well. So you can full on like fucking
Slide through the
yeah,
sick.
you can full on
Slip and
Dick Van
slide.
Dyke all the way down like.
And then
Why
when
use your
fucking
legs to
Paddy's Day, Paddy's Day comes around with those fucking green shakes, it's just like a green.
I
sea
love
of-
Steph's reporting on Paddy's Day.
I
Steph keeps us
I
all
get
in
to
the
stand
loop.
there on
Yeah.
like a little balcony and look down on everyone and go, there's a massive fight,
Yeah.
there's a massive fight. I just get entertained all
Steph's
the
was
time.
just one of the rich cunts during the purge.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. That's what it's like. Yeah.
Do you have an
That's what it's
airsoft gun?
No,
No, get a
he's a
paintball
grown-up
gun or
adult
something.
man.
Just start
What am I
raiding
gonna
people
do?
in the
Run
crowd.
around the
Yeah.
forest with an airsoft going on. Oh, this is I'm in MI6.
Or when
like.
you're
In town.
when your fruit starts to go off,
That's
or
way worse than
veg starts to
PSVR.
go off, hold on to it and just start lamping out the window at drunk
Fucking at
ones.
people.
No, PS4 is really good. Really, really fucking good.
Like it's
Yeah.
bad, but
The
if
PS4 in
I
general
was to buy one now, it'd probably just be to spite my roommate.
Also, porn.
Just spoil
You
on
don't-
your
You
roommate.
but
don't strike me as
spiked.
someone who wants to buy a
Right.
PSVR, so just don't buy one.
And porn, you can't watch porn on PlayStation.
Yes, you can.
the
When
web
they
browser
call
on
it-
PlayStation is deadly.
Is
I
it?
tried, and my roommate has a HTC Vive,
Yeah,
and I've tried 3 times to watch porn on it, and just can't get it to work.
my mate bought the PSVR.
Hang on, does he
and-
watch porn as well?
And you just
maybe.
took it off. You touched
Oh!
it. Like a literally, I think he puts in his face.
He had sex eyes in that.
My mate bought the PSVR and said he tried out the porn, but he was more focused on what was going on around the room rather than the bird he was banging. He was
Did you ever
like,
click on one of those
lamp."
links by accident?
No, sorry,
On a-
the
on a
bird,
normal
the bird he
stream?
wasn't
Yeah,
banging.
man.
Yeah,
Where you're just
he
like,
was quote unquote banging.
I wonder what the rent is like on a place like this.
Jesus Christ.
Tetris is supposed to be unbelievable.
Very touchy.
Yeah,
Tetris!
Unreal. Like they've gone fucking all out.
We've come
Tetris.
this far. in
Tetris.
video
It's
games.
There's a
the
new
most
Tetris.
minimal game.
I think that's the weirdest
meant to be the
transition
best
I've
thing
ever
in the
heard.
world.
really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Tetris is supposed to be good on the VR.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys.
How?
Just all the shit that happens when you get the lines, it flies towards you and you look at mad shit.
Well,
Did you ever play a game called Lumines?
no.
It's on the PS2, and it was on the PSP for a while as well. And it's just it's a little music game, and Lumines was just you're dropping squares into down into a grid, and they're like multicolored.
Sexy
So-
clacks.
When you match up the colors into a square, it
Do you have to
goes
like
away.
turn them with your hand in this VR thing?
I don't know.
Probably can.
Probably with the move, yeah.
Actually,
probably
There's
can.
a deadly
The
game for
what?
the Oculus. Sorry to cut you off. There's a deadly
not.
game for the Oculus called fucking Robo Recall. And
Fucking Robo Recall.
oh,
Sounds
it's the tits.
pretty good.
Fucking
all
Robo
you-
Recall the
Well,
tits.
yeah.
Oh, it is the fucking tits. All you do is fucking
organise those
absolutely
awards from
annihilate
Labour.
robots around you. It's great.
The one game my roommate's bought that I've actually enjoyed playing is Beat Saber.
Yes.
I'm gonna get that.
It's a good game.
And you can buy all the modded games.
best game
There's,
on
a,
it,
there's a website called Beat Saber
Yeah.
where it's just people have made their own levels.
But it's
Can you make your
mostly
levels in it?
yeah, but it's mostly
Oh,
on
yeah,
fucking
on PC.
It's
Disney
mostly
level.
weird.
On
weed
PC,
shit
you
as
can
well.
put your own music on it.
It's a lot of like
I don't
anime.
know.
It's a lot of but there's a lot
Let's
of
have loads
anime,
of side
weird
chats
anime
on the
music.
podcast.
What?
I mean, Murray's been to this before.
Yeah.
At least Aaron hasn't.
Beat Saber. This is the one where you're supposed to have 2 lightsabers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Stuff
there's
gets-
blocks coming at you.
You can have, you can have 2, or you can have the like Darth Maul style.
Don't touch Murray's fucking housemate's Beat Saber. Don't touch them.
So here's the thing,
They're
right?
filthy.
I don't really understand how you work the VR. I know you got the screen helmet thing,
Yeah.
but what's in your hand?
You've got two handsets. Two
No,
controllers.
here's the thing. This is what I was thinking.
That's right, you have the PS4,
whole
yeah.
time. It's actually all the better games are just played with the controller.
Then just
That's stupid.
Because you fucking look around that shit coming at you and you can still dodge it with your head.
Alright,
It's
so-
actually still better.
I think you can also download an app where you can watch like films and shit on viewer as well.
Like, you just watch films
There's
on
one
the,
for the H-
on the PS4. You can just change the cinema mode and you can actually just lie in bed and watch a film
That
on
sounds amazing.
massive screen.
There's one on the Vive that puts you into a cinema, sitting right at the back, and there's like this is like a giant screen playing your movie.
Is there an asshole
Massive
eating
Vive
popcorn?
info.
Yeah.
Don't know.
A
more importantly,
massive
don't-
amount of Vive info at home today.
So Red Dead Online
I
launched.
think it's yours. I don't think you have a housemate.
Red Dead Online launched this week.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we forgot just before we finish on the VR. Astrobot is supposed to be a Nintendo quality. That good, like it's
Yeah.
that good. It's supposed to be Mario quality game.
Astrobot.
Is
Yeah.
Mario quality though?
Yeah. What's Mario? quality?
As in terms of like Nintendo
Odysseys,
games.
really.
Yeah, like a Nintendo. Yeah.
Nintendo games have super high polish,
Right.
where they're not like you'll never look at a Nintendo game and say it's realistic,
Yeah.
but you'll say it's always like clean. Like,
Yeah.
Nintendo
Also,
games are super
Yeah,
Every
clean.
Paper
level is
Mario
just
looked
brilliant.
amazing.
Yeah.
In this game, Astrobot, I'm still waiting to get it. I want to see if it comes down.
And is it a VR game or no?
Yeah,
game?
VR game. And it's supposed to be. It's probably one of the most highly rated PS4 games, let alone PS
Really?
VR games. I think it's up in the 90s on Metacritic.
And is it out already?
Is it just
Yeah.
PS4 or is it on PC?
It's PS4 exclusive.
It'll only be
PSVR
PS4.
exclusive.
It's got those lads from the playroom.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little robots.
But
From
like,
the playroom.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just I don't know why I haven't bought it yet because I bought In Depth, which is Demon Souls, Dark Souls
For VR.
for VR,
Sweet.
archery only, and it's scary.
Archery only.
Well, yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That seems like you'd fucking just
No.
whip it off your head and just throw
That
it
seems
across
like
the
for a
room,
game if you
like-
hate yourself.
I had to switch to the
absolutely.
controller. But yeah, just want to mention Astrobot there, even though I haven't played it.
But apparently
You're
it's
supposed to play it.
it's baller. Alright.
What were you going to talk about there, Red Dead?
Red Dead Online.
What is that like on the Vive, Murray? I don't know, I couldn't get the stickiness
Just
out
been
of my
watching Cowboy Porn.
Yeah. I don't know. Has anybody here played it?
How do you know?
Has anybody played Red Dead Online now?
No.
Yes, I played
I haven't
it.
even played Red Dead single player.
Yeah, I have.
The problem is, it only came out. The first day was for people who bought the stupid
Ultimate.
deluxe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went grand, so I played it the next day, and I couldn't load it because you would have had to play it. The game itself, single player, the day before.
There was a weird.
It was a
launch.
weird rollout. Yeah.
If you bought the Ultimate Edition, you could play it right away.
Yeah.
If you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition, but you played the single player on
That
the
day.
first day of release, no,
Yeah.
even on the first day of release, like whenever that was, then you could play on the second day.
Right. Yeah. That's
And then
so,
by that
so-
weekend, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
By that weekend, anyone who had the game could just play it.
That
So I
sounds
did-
But they had
Maybe-
this really weird rollout where it's like, if A but not B but C, you can do this.
Also,
Yeah.
they were like server testing them.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
They were-
Yeah.
I think what they were trying to do is not recreate what
Not
happened on
banging
GTA
out.
5
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
GTA
Long-
Online came on.
So the
where
first
everything
day
was
was a unmitigated disaster.
Really?
Terrible. Yeah. Blue screen at every fucking mission. It was terrible. People
That makes
getting
sense.
kicked out. Like GTA, even when you play GTA now, it's hard to get a group together without one person getting kicked out. of a
Unless you're
session
playing
or a
alone.
group.
Not even then, it can be a bit.
No,
Yeah.
it's just the way it is. But it never blue screen and shut the whole game down. So the first day, probably first few days, was awful.
And what is it? Are they like missions or is it just?
We were playing a 4-player the storyline. There's a storyline like in the there's a
Yeah.
storyline full of missions. Follow a trail of missions. Like, and it's actually the storyline was pretty good.
It starts off as you're in prison and you get put in the back of a car to be transferred somewhere
Yeah.
else, and then you get broken out.
Skyrim.
This is
Kind
the...
of, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty much
Is this
start.
just the online story?
Yeah.
Sweet.
So the online story is completely different from
Deadly.
the main story because you make your character for online.
Yeah, I was
So
about to ask.
you play as you name them whatever you want.
It suffers from the same bullshit as like you're a new character and people are putting all their trust in you, a complete stranger, and it always gets to me.
What,
like-
to be deadly?
Like you're just a random dude, and you're like, "Oh, you're going to work for us now, and you're going to do this and this and this, and you're going to
Can
save
you
things."
collect these
It's
20
like,
flowers?
yeah, but it's just like they could have done it. I know that kind of because you're online, you're your own character. You're not Arthur Morgan or you're not John Marston, but it still has that same thing that Grand Theft Auto and all these games are. It's like, oh, you're the new kid on the block. You have violent tendencies. You can
You have
be
to do all
run
of
all
these
the
things.
missions for it. It's just fucking. I thought they could have done something better, but it's just kind of nitpicking. The storyline is good. The storyline of Red Dead in general is very good.
I still
Cowboy
haven't played it.
Simulator.
The mission is a cowboy.
Where have
story.
you gotten in it?
I'm only on chapter 4, I think.
I just started chapter 4 last
Yeah,
week.
I think so.
At the end of
No,
all-
sorry. I'm only on the end of chapter 3.
Yeah, the end of all the chapters are very good. Pretty much every chapter will end with like a big bookend story.
Yeah.
The one at the end of chapter 3 is there's this great shot. Like they really went all in on trying to make this look like a movie.
It's fucking amazing.
There's a great shot where there's like an old plantation house, and you're going into it at night, and you've got like your posse with you, and everyone lines up like the Magnificent Seven, and you're just walking towards it in the moonlight, and like the game itself
It's
looks.
done
That sounds
brilliantly.
gorgeous.
It's
And
just-
I'm playing it on a regular PS4, so I can only imagine how good it looks on like the better ones or
The Pro,
4K, whatever.
Yeah,
You notice little things if you go into that. Like, does it the camera mode where you can go around taking photographs seems like every game has that now.
Now, yeah.
In
alert.
cowboy times, you could take photographs.
yeah. But you get like this thing to stand up, like isn't it? It's like an old.
Well,
school.
you know,
Really?
it's a little handheld.
You can hold it, but you can set it up to take a picture of yourself.
Of
Is it
yourself,
like
yeah,
the ones
yeah,
with
yeah.
the big flash
Yeah.
on them?
Yeah,
But it's only when you
totally.
do
Pull the
that.
lever.
It's only when you start taking photographs of people you realise the detail they put into the clothes. Like, you see little wear and tear around the cuffs of their... And you can see the detail of the material types that are used. It's insane.
You sound like
I-
Ken now.
I haven't watched because I haven't played the first Red Dead, so I'm not watching anything to do with the second Red Dead even. But when I
Well,
was
this was
watching,
said before, so it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
Oh, cool.
In
Sweet.
fact, there's things that happen in this that I kind of wish
Hadn't played the first one.
because a character goes missing. But
Oh,
that
sweet.
character exists in the first game, so you're like, well,
So it doesn't really
there's no
matter.
urgency in
Yeah.
this because I know he's grand.
Okay, cool. But it's the same way in Spider-Man. I was just looking at the detail of the clothing. That
Yeah, it's
fact that
just
you
a
could
small
see
detail.
the individual like fibers of the
Yeah.
clothing. I was
It
like,
doesn't make a
"Holy
difference to the
shit."
game, but it's just like,
Yeah.
whoa, someone fucking
keep-
sat down
I
and
keep
spent
wasting-
200 hours a week doing this.
I keep wasting all my money putting like filigree into my guns and making them look nice.
Oh, yeah.
You don't
never
see
your
it,
guns.
No.
You never see it.
Never
Ever.
ever do you see
But
your
you,
guns.
but you know it's there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know it's
But
there.
you know, there's a big fucking pearl handle on it, and when someone's head is coming off, you're thinking, "Oh, that was nice."
I didn't realise that shotguns did that to people's heads in that game.
Neither did I till I
Till
was
it
up
happened.
close, and I just couldn't. I got killed because of that.
Yeah,
I stood
because
there
you're looking
going,
at it going, he has no
"That's
head.
disgusting."
It's awful.
Like, it's really disgusting.
Especially when, like, every so often it will do this thing where there's like the slow down.
It doesn't
kill
blow the
cam.
head off.
Like
It
a
just
fall.
blows
Takes
the
it off,
front
yeah.
of the fucking face.
A bit like
Oh,
in Fallout,
Yeah.
will put like this sepia tone over
Yeah.
it, and then like suddenly this man's head just explodes.
It is
Amazing.
pretty disgusting. Like, I didn't really just shoot limbs off in mid-fight and stuff. You can actually shoot the guns out of their hands. Am I right about that? In the
You
duels?
can, yeah, and there was one of those that really. There's a few things that it's a very clockwork game. That's my biggest problem with it. Is that if you try to go off the beaten path,
Oh god, it's
it
irritating.
just, it just won't have any of it. There's one where
That's what I don't like about that, yeah.
you know there's a stranger mission which is the side missions, and one of them is like
Which, I have to say, are fucking really good.
they're good. This one was there's a guy you meet in a bar and he's trying to write a book on old gunslingers, so you have to go hunt them down and try to talk to them. And there was one that I went after, and he's on a train, and you beat him in a duel, and I bet him by shooting the gun out of hand because you can tell by the way he's talking to you and the way he runs.
Oh,
away.
so you're
You
not
can-
going to get much information out of him if he's dead.
You can tell that he's kind of just.
He wasn't that good.
Well, that's it. Like his whole thing is like he just bullshit. His whole thing
Oh,
was
right,
he
yeah.
lied. And, like so, he's not that good. I don't want to kill him. I'll just shoot the gun out of his hand. So I shot the gun out of his hand. That worked. But then he pulled this other gun out from behind him. So I started trying to shoot that out of his hand, but suddenly his hand is invincible because it was scripted.
Yeah.
And it's like he just kills himself then.
Oh, fuck, yeah. You see, that's another thing as well. Even if you, like, go off the track, it fails your mission immediately.
Yeah.
It's so, like Steph said, it's tied in too much, and
think-
that drags me completely out of the game when it does that.
There was one mission where there's a mission earlier on where you have to get like these oil tankers. So they're just
It's a great
whacking-
mission. It's a really good mission. Yeah.
I didn't get to do that. Do you know why? I took too long, and the game just said, "Just go see John." And I got back to
Oh,
see John
no
in the
way.
camp, and it was like, "Yeah, nah, we sorted that out."
That's weird, though. That's
Yeah.
weird because normally it's like you get that big stupid screen that completely takes me out of the cowboy game. It's the GTA mission
Yeah,
failed
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
Everything goes slow and white, and
It just comes up dead. or
it's
mission
hard. It
failed.
really because it's such an immersive game. That's the only thing that ever takes me out. If I die, I know it's coming. That's fine. But the mission failed thing, when you go off track a little bit, you lost the posse. I'm like, I literally just turned to look at the sunset and I lost. You know,
I think the one thing you were saying, Steph, as well, and it's what I hate in sports games, where every button does like 7 things, and you
The
mean
controls take forever.
I think you were. What was it you were saying? You wanted to bridle up your horse at a tavern and you
Yeah.
shot someone.
yeah.
I just
It's
wanted to like
really-
I wanted to like feed the horse or something like that, and I hit the wrong button, so he just went, "Oh, take gun
Yeah,
out,"
just bang.
and it has really, really generous auto aim. So it's like take gun
Oh,
out
no.
fucking
Headshot.
there's a man over there, pop dead.
That's really irritating.
Like, I haven't played the game, but I saw a clip of something similar where a guy was just trying to bridle up his horse. Instead, he started choking this woman out. And then he tried to press whatever button his back over, and he just cracks her in the face. And this is in front of the sheriff.
Was he in a teacher?
What?
Oh, lordy. Lordy.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this out of time. We record this, I can edit this. I call it a cool name. We can get it out on maybe to the hour. To the hour. We can do this. We can do this, Scooby Gang. We can do this.
Scooby Gang.
Sorry, Maria.
Wow.
So, yeah, not bad tradition.
Not bad redemption.
Apparently, online is savage. Can you do karaoke?
You can! You get on the campfire, just goes, would you like to join in the sing song?
You can actually sing song on campfire.
Fucking sorted. Done. Anyway.
You crying?
Yeah, listen, it's okay. It's okay.
I've got depression, I can cry if I want to.
Triple X, it's okay. Together? It's dirty. It's filthy. Stuff happened.
Daredevil died.
Daredevil actually did.
Daredevil. So they.
You sick and you got that tattoo now?
No. I'm up to date on a bunch of the comics in Marvel, and the current run of Daredevil, the guy's been writing it since the end of 2015. He's been writing it for about 3 years now.
He thought he was in for a fucking heyday.
His last arc is called Death of Daredevil, where that's what he's doing to hand it off to the next writer. Spoilers: Matt Murdock dies, quote unquote. But
Daredevil's still alive, right?
So he's been pimping it out for the last month or so that this is what's happening. The comic that issue came out last Wednesday, but on the Thursday morning, Netflix announced Daredevil was cancelled, and it's just a single tweet by him saying, "I just meant in the comics."
Yeah.
So Netflix cancelled Daredevil after season 3.
That's a good tweet.
I'd seen an interview with the showrunner who I think it was today, and he said I thought it was too big to fail.
Yeah.
But it hasn't failed. It's just gone to Disney. Let's be
That's
realistic.
oh, really?
Yeah.
The weird. I think this is a byproduct of Netflix not really putting out their viewership numbers, because Netflix had claimed the viewership was drastically down on people that had watched season 3 compared to season 1 and season 2, but people that follow social media metrics said
3 would have been way up.
it was a huge spike in the amount of people that were talking about season 3.
Yeah.
So
because season 3 was incredible.
Yeah.
So if they get kind of cold feet, they can pretend it's
they
doing
can
worse
lie.
than it is.
Basically, they said, "Oh, the numbers are down. Not as many people watched it, but the fan reaction and engagement about it was way up." So it doesn't add up. I saw an interview today with a guy who looks at the kind of money side and the financial side, and basically said Netflix, it was costing too much money to make.
Yeah.
And they basically said we could keep making this, it would be successful, but it wouldn't be as financially viable as the other seasons were.
I'm sure there's a lot of licensing fees and stuff involved in making a show like that.
Those actors can probably demand more money now.
It's way cheaper to making a murderer season 3.
It's really disappointing.
Let's get pictures of outside of the prison and the transcripts of him going,
Yarp.
That's way cheaper than hiring fucking actors to dance around, do choreographed fucking
this is when we talked about the other months, Luke Cage and Iron Fist getting cancelled.
You can see that.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
We weren't sure whether it was them. We basically said if Daredevil gets cancelled, it's not them cutting the chaff. It's them cutting ties with the whole.
Well, we know for a fact that Disney's channel, their online subscription thing, is launching next year. We know that the Mandalorian is being made at the moment. We know that they.
Loki movie as well.
Huh?
They're making not Loki movie, a Loki TV show.
And a Scarlet Witch TV show as well.
The
And
Vision of Scarlet Witch.
they've got the actual actors from the MCU.
with Tom Hiddleston as
Yeah.
Loki.
Yeah, he's going to be on the TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So they've
not
got serious weight behind them.
It's for me.
And as big as Netflix are, if Disney launch a subscription-based service, that's Netflix. Not fucked. But in terms of those
Damaged.
titles,
That's
Very damaged. Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
serious competitor. Right?
Like-
Yeah.
It made sense for Iron Fist and Luke Cage because there wasn't the numbers, whereas
they were
Daredevil
shite,
was
yeah.
an actually good
decent.
fucking TV
Do you remember
show
when Netflix,
in comparison
the
to the
Netflix
rest of
logo
them.
on the thing meant this is probably going to be good?
Yeah.
Now it's like it's
for about a year,
It's mediocre
And now
at
it's
best.
50-50. And now
For
it's
about a
now
year.
it's not
They just
50-50 at
throw
all.
so much money at anything. They
So
can.
much
Like,
bullshit.
Just
And
to hope that something is good.
And
Yeah.
a good few of the Netflix originals are clearly, obviously not originals. Using that term is a fucking
Oh yeah,
broad.
they buy them. Yeah,
That's the term they use for their distribution.
Yes.
Where it's
Yeah,
exclusive.
absolutely.
yeah.
Where like a bunch of things that have been the Netflix exclusives.
One series of it, just reviving something can be called an original.
Or
Which is fair.
or it's just stuff that was made and they're distributing it.
Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't even know that.
No,
it
it's
seems to be that the rule of thumb is that if it's a Netflix original movie, it's shit. Which means that
Oh, most of them are
the
garbage.
studio sold it on because they knew it was going to do nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Like the Cloverfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of a Netflix
Hangman.
original movie that I actually.
Yeah, all of them are terrible.
TV shows. Yeah, there's
Yes.
a bunch. Of
Bright, everyone really liked. I didn't watch it because
Sorry,
that.
that's
No,
true.
the world-
that wasn't made. That was distributed by
Yeah.
them.
The
Yeah.
world
Yeah,
hated
Bright
Bright.
is
I thought it was
fantastic.
grand.
Yeah, I
It looks
thought
like
it was-
Alien Nation.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
It's basically Shadowrun the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, shit, man. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
it's Shadowrun the movie.
Holy shit.
How did you never hear that?
No.
Here's
Like this, like the second the first
Fucking
trailer hit,
Deja vu.
it's just like that's Shadowrun the movie. I'm gonna love it.
Jesus Christ.
Here's the problem with fucking Netflix is when I talk to someone,
It's only digital. It doesn't love you.
Have you seen this show? They go, "Is it on Netflix?" And I go,
Yeah.
"No." Then they go, "Well, then
No,
no, I
I'm
haven't
not
seen
never
it."
going to see it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, right, it's just kind of pros and cons to fucking torrent and stuff.
Yeah,
But the shows I watch,
it's
like
complicated though. It is. It must be
download
simple
for-
for
no,
for
you get
us.
it. No, it is. I get it.
Do you remember
I get
Al
it.
couldn't do it?
I know.
We
yeah.
had a whole
And
podcast with
really?
Al.
And he's got glasses.
Yeah,
He should know.
exactly. And his head is you.
It's true. It makes
Oh my god, I'm the only person sitting here without glasses. And I just made that joke. And I just made that joke. Like, it was nothing to me.
Like, so this is whenever this is actually something that I've been thinking about, where you wonder how like people get so bad with technology, and you think like, well, surely people grow, like people just drop out of learning new shit.
Yeah.
Like I know people that my age or younger than me that don't know how to torrent. All they know is log into Instagram on their phone, use a laptop in a very basic way.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know how to torrent, I don't know how to back up stuff, I don't know what antivirus is.
Yeah.
And then they're the cunts that are like, in 20 years time, you're not going to know what the fuck is going on when we're in 7D VR headsets constantly.
We got to use you as a battery.
Yeah.
I sort of know how to torrent, but I don't because I know I download 16
Well,
viruses
another
and fucking get the police on me.
That's how you learn.
Another big thing was like Putlocker for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that stopped. And MediaFire.
And because you can shoot them straight to your Chromecast. These people know more about Chromecast than they do about torrents, which is fine.
Yeah.
Again, fine. Doesn't really
Because
matter.
it's a button though. That's
Yeah.
I'm not insulting
It's
anyone
just
for
a
not
little
knowing how to
icon.
torrent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Because
the
it's
thing.
a choice as well. Like, I never steal music anymore. I always buy it or use Spotify, so I can't say like, do you still steal music?
No. Do you talking about? No.
I don't.
The internet was down the other day. You had to fucking rely on everything that had an
Oh,
artist.
that's horrible.
Yeah, exactly. See, so you
Hotspot your phone.
You get it all legally and legitimately.
That actually, you know what that
The
happened to me?
highest bit rate possible via iTunes. That's how you do it.
10,000 songs in your pocket
Yeah, ready to go.
with the CD
I
dual
basically-
cases as well.
Yeah,
Big old
Bluetooth.
pocket.
Yeah, I Bluetooth my iPhone to the fucking doohickey, to the fucking NFC, to the fucking Jabberwocky, and fucking straight into the speakers.
Does that mean you can
Just
move-
imagine
does that mean you can
Bangers!
Does that mean you can move the
DJ
DJ boxes somewhere more?
speaker.
That's where the bangers live, man. Bangers, live in the air.
Just standing there with his phone.
No, but what I'm saying is people are
You have
so reliant
WhatsApp?
on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
Sounds
it's become
wonderful.
standard.
Yeah.
Helmet, do you want to have a conversation as well?
Yeah.
Let's
With
get
the
four
main-
different ones going.
The main thread of the thing.
Me and
yeah.
you have a conversation. You two have a conversation. And Aiden,
I'll go
you
with
have a
Slash.
conversation.
Yeah, but Netflix has taken over this thing. Is it on Netflix? Even fucking Kev today was talking about that new movie, which is, Jesus Christ, I think this is going to be huge, this film.
What film?
Sorry to bother you.
Oh yeah.
I think it's going to be fucking huge.
I think it looks great.
Have I not heard of that?
It's about a black guy that starts working in like a
Call
call service, but because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
black, they keep hanging up on him, so they have to put on their white voice. But instead of it being like a Black Klansman,
Rail
No.
in there.
Black Klansman
Yeah.
Type situation where he does literally
Yeah.
change his voice to
Really?
sound wider.
What a
Yeah,
film.
Yeah.
it's David Cross is his white voice, so
Okay.
he's literally
That's awesome.
yeah.
Who's his black voice?
the actor.
Oh.
Who's the actor?
Uh-oh.
I couldn't tell
Just
you.
hunger there for no
Yeah.
reason.
No, I've only seen trailers
was hard.
because
I'm sorry.
I was
I only
sitting
know
there
the
and I was
voice
like, no, I was sitting there and I was like, I know that voice, and I was
Listen,
like, wait,
I know his name. He's
It's,
the cool dude
Funke.
from Atlanta.
no, I
That's
was like, it's Tobias Funke. What the fuck is his name again? So I didn't actually know the
I
white
think
guy.
his name is
I like
like
that Ken's not here, so you call him cool.
Oh,
I
God,
was also
yeah.
going to call him Chris
No, we
Cross.
wouldn't even be touching the subject of Campbell here. There'd be a minefield.
I was like, no,
not
that's
not
not
unlike where he's from.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
But it looks
Whoever the
great.
voice,
The only town with
No.
7 silent letters.
That's the gas thing. It's Lakeith. I can't remember his name. And he's fucking unreal. He's the guy from Atlanta, the really cool fucking guy who's not really bothered by all the shit that's happening around him.
I haven't seen him in long time.
I've seen Atlanta. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
You know the paper boy,
Yeah.
and not Donald Glover.
Yeah.
The cool fucker who goes around goes selling your man's samurai sword and the dog and
Oh
shit
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah.
I think
Well,
his
like-
name is Lakeith. I want to say Lakeith. I don't know. I don't know anyone's name.
Even the
apart
way
from-
it's shot,
I
looks
didn't even
scary.
know it was fucking David Cross in that fucking film. I don't.
The only reason is
Names?
I was like, I feel like he wants to be blue for
I feel
whatever
like-
reason. And I was like,
I feel like-
Tobias Funke.
I
That's
feel like
why.
I don't see colours or learn
Ah, get
or
fucked.
learn names.
That's Helmet's best though.
That was a good film, really fucking good. And you won't. No, I'm not going to say anymore. Just you have to watch it.
Don't say.
You have to watch it. But you're right about the.
Is it on
No,
Netflix though?
no, it's not. This is the thing. It's not on Netflix. In fact, to be fair, it's only coming out in the cinema soon.
Listen,
How
His
did I
name
see
is-
it? So I saw it on a ship
His
Yeah.
name
where
is
we all
You're on
wore
a
little eye
plane.
patches.
Yeah.
And we put little muskets in the air and went,
Yeah.
Yarr!
what?
Yeah.
So
Oh dear.
His name is Lakeith Stanfield.
That dude, the cool lad.
So Lakeith. No,
Lakeith.
I said Lakeith.
Yeah.
Lakeith?
I
That's
mean-
probably how you pronounce it. I'm shit at names.
Laquita.
Maybe he's been a dick.
Yeah.
He's a fucking brilliant
You've met
actor.
Carl before, right?
And he
Even the
is-
way it's shot looks
he's,
amazing.
I think he's everyone's favourite character in Atlanta.
I've never watched a lot.
I should
I
get
don't
around
really
to it,
watch
but I
TV
watched
shows.
it.
It's
It's
unbelievable.
very, very good.
It's fucking
Very
brilliant.
good. You know what I watched? I'm jumping in. I'm just stabbing it into the heart from Hell's Heart, right? Fucking, I watched that Venom thing.
Ah.
Venom,
I haven't
Venom,
Venom, man, Venom,
Like,
Venom.
I
That's
know
an
I'm eventually
awful
going to
song.
That's the worst
but
song
I
I've
haven't
ever
watched it yet.
heard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you didn't pay money for it because
Like, I'm not going to pay money for that movie. Like, I'll eventually turn to it, but I haven't gone around to it.
Did you listen, just before we go into actual Venom, did you listen to that Eminem album that was actually alright?
The album's
Yeah.
good.
And it gets down to
Except for
that
that.
song, and it goes, Venom, Venom,
Oh.
and he said it like that, like he's bored.
Yeah.
That plays at the end of the film.
Yeah.
It plays at the end of the movie Venom.
Yeah.
You reckon?
I'd say it
The
does.
one
Yeah.
he made for
I
the
know,
movie.
right? It's mad.
Jesus
So he
Christ.
released as
Yeah, it's
I know.
stupid.
Tom Hardy's crusade against talking like a normal human.
Oh,
I wasn't
It's basically just him and fucking Aidan Gillen now at this stage fighting to figure out where the fuck they're from. Imagine you're from America and you try to figure out where either Tom Hardy or Aidan Gillen were from. Where the fuck are they from?
one's from here.
I know where they're from.
So we
Imagine trying to figure out if you didn't know.
we
Yeah.
we had this conversation when the first trailer came out,
Yeah.
and I asked my friend from New York, and she said he was a weird hybrid of Brooklyn and Queens. Which is what he was
That's
trying
not
to
bad,
put
though.
on.
That's it.
That's quite like a 5k radius.
Yeah, because
or
he's
something.
supposed to be from New York.
Yeah.
Like the movie's based in LA or San Francisco.
Francisco.
Jeez, that's pretty fucking good though.
Yeah. So she
But
said
he's got the same American accent for everything.
she,
Yeah.
That's like saying leash and port leash.
she said it was
Oh, unintelligible mumblings.
it was an exaggerated Queens and Brooklyn.
That's just mid-
mashed together.
All I'm gonna say is that Upgrade was a better Venom film.
Yeah,
than Venom.
Upgrade is 10 times better than
Oh, and it
Have you
had
seen-
fake Ed Hardy in
I
it.
Yeah.
forgot about Upgrade. I'm gonna watch that.
It was
It's
so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Upgrade. It's incredible.
I was so disappointed going to see Venom. I was like, man,
Venom.
Venom.
It's
Upgrade
fucking...
is so much better.
Here's the thing about the Venom movie, right? You can tell that they tried to make like a 18s gory fuckfest fucking gore
Venom film.
And
batshit
then-
mad movie.
And then they were told to make it
And
PG-13.
they edited
Tentacle porn
the
and everything.
absolute life out of it. There's bits where they you can tell that the editor just gave up. There's bits where like Venom will grab a dude.
Like, you talking about like Suicide Squad where you're like, where did the rest of that scene go?
Yeah, there's loads of that in it. There's a bit where like Venom will just grab a guy and pull him in and the mouth will open and you're like, here we go! And then it just, next thing Tom Hardy's walking down the road and he's like, belch, and you're like, oh, you cunt. You cunt. You just they hired like Hardy for like an hour, just walk around for a minute.
Do you know what's worse than that? The dude who CGI'd the whole death perfectly with blood flowing everywhere.
Yeah.
And then his
It's
scene
gone.
just got cut.
Months worth of
Imagine
work
sitting in
for
the cinema with his girlfriend and go, our boyfriend, whatever. And it's like, oh, baby, watch this. I fucking remember I didn't come home all those times and I had to order Chinese food just on your own. Watch it. Oh, they're
gone.
Yeah.
And then then just leave them.
So,
This is the reason we broke up.
So I think that the saddest part about how they basically kind of took the bollocks out of this movie is that they still have if they're doing a sequel, Carnage is going to be the villain.
Yeah.
And how can you have Carnage if you're stripping back the violence like that?
Like, Carnage is hard R-rated.
Yeah.
There's no way you can do that character justice outside of it.
Like, that's the... I was given out... We've got the nerdy thread where we talk shit all day. And fucking... I said, I'm watching Venom, and I was like, this is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then...
And you'd watch Punisher.
And I've seen some absolute nonsense, yeah. But when I got to the post-credit scenes where they introduced Cletus Cassidy as Carnage, and I went, I have to see another one now. If they make another one, I'm actually going to go to cinema to see it.
Yeah.
Just because Carnage is in it.
Yeah,
so
like,
I have to.
I'd go to the cinema to see Carnage.
That little mini scene with Cletus Cassidy at the end, I was like, the guy nails Cletus Cassidy, the character.
Absolutely got
but they're going to fuck Carnage up.
Of course they are. But like the fact that they... like,
considering he won't be there when they're making Carnage, this got so CGI'd now.
Yeah.
He's going to have to give up the best part of his character to someone.
He just
on a
gets the
computer.
voice or whatever. You know?
That's
but
like
even,
the opposite of what happened with Vision, where he was
Vision.
always just a
a lad with Vision. Venom,
and now he's a tangible person.
Yeah,
the
it's like,
opposite.
he was like, "You're gonna CG me in? Like, I'll just do the voice and fuck off back to fucking England and
What do you mean I'm
shoot
coming
swans
on set?
or whatever." No, we're gonna paint you orange, man.
How many
for like
hours of
6
makeup?
months.
Fuck you!
You've got a cape and all, man. It's cool. Wire work.
What do you mean I'm pink?
Yeah, we're gonna crouch and dragon the shit out of you for 6 months. Oh,
But it's going to be worth it because you get the crippled Don Cheadle.
I wish I was Ultron. But yeah, you get the crippled Don Cheadle. Like,
Come on,
you get the Rwanda him.
oh, Jesus.
But listen, that Venom thing is absolute nonsense. There's a scene in it, and I have to assume that in real life, when they made this movie, and it was a hard or fucking opus of absolute magnificent brutality, brain eating and liver sucking and whatever the fuck, that when they made it, the scene made more sense. But there's a bit where Venom is the baddie for half of it. He's like, I'm going to bring back my children and my friends. We're going to take over the earth. And then Venom points out there's another symbiote, right? That wants
Symbiote?
wants to do the exact same thing, right? And he's like, I've decided to stay. And Tom Hardy's like, why? You wanted to bring all your mates over and kill us? He goes, you changed my mind. And then from that point on,
God.
it
You're
literally
my
is
family
one
now.
sentence. In one sentence, Venom becomes like the hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not only that, Venom's a little bitch in it. Venom's a little fucking Vegeta he is. It's fucking, he's full on, like, he's absolutely wrecking lads, right? Tendrils all over
Sounds like
the
one of the bikes from GTA.
Smashing lads up.
Dragon Ball character. What are you talking about?
Right? He's wrecking lads, right?
Oh, I know what he said.
And then, and then fucking he's smashing lads up, and then it turns out that the other symbiote is an absolute mauler, right? He's like this, he's a team leader, we're a team leader, not a fucking military colonel or general. They say he's a team leader.
He's a manager in a
like it's a
company.
fucking autism course.
What he's like
fucking...
back on my planet, I was a loser.
Yeah, I was a loser like you. That's not... What's going on? What is going on in this
Don't
film?
call Venom a loser, you fucking pricks.
It's absolute...
Don't say Venom has autism.
Yeah, I know.
It's
But like, I'm talking
fucking-
about the lads that wrote the script. I'm like,
It's
what are
so
you
bad.
playing at? Like,
It's so fucking bad. And the CG, where it's like Venom's coming out with clothes, is absolutely disgraceful.
no, the part that they showed in
Disgraceful is a very underrated word.
It is. It's a fucking
Don't hear
affront
it
to
go
God.
around.
CG.
I think-
You know all the trailer when we first seen it, where he's jumping off bikes and all, and it's like the black jib comes out of him and grabs the bike and pulls it back up. All that shit, that cancer jib comes out of him and grabs the bike and fucking sucks it back up into his dick and whatever. And you see it in real life, and you're like, this is worse than I could ever imagine. This is worse. This is like Medal of Honor on PS1.
the part at the end where fucking he helps your man, takes your man that is holding up the store from earlier on in the film.
But they don't show any of it.
Right? But no, I think the worst CGI was when it was half Tom Hardy's face, half Venom.
And
I
you
was
get to
like,
see
what
how
is this
tiny-
absolute fucking scuttling?
They also, someone fucked up and they show an full-on close-up of Tom Hardy's mouth and his bundle of stick teeth. They do a mad close-up on it and you get to see the full, unadulterated viciousness
There's only
the
one
great
thing.
but
of his Blair
British
Witch.
smile.
Of his Blair
He
Witch
does have
fucking
fierce British
stick
teeth.
teeth.
There's only thing worse than that, and that's his flu.
Oh,
You seen his flip?
okay.
in Bronson. It looks like a little witch's nose.
He's got a little job.
It looks like a little witch's
Has
nose.
it got a wizard sleeve hanging off?
No,
Like,
kind of a
little
little
pen
bit at the
nib.
end, yeah.
a little fountain
It
pen
does,
nib
yeah.
and all in it. For real?
That's
But you're not
weird.
fucking...
I was
No?
like, why? You not saying it? Why? Just asking for a friend. Like, it's yeah. So, like, he's like the best looking fucking dude in Hollywood, gets voted all the time.
He also, apparently...
Hook teeth, weird dick.
Yeah. Pro teeth, weird dick. But apparently...
So he's a witch. Didn't he
According
play Doctor
to-
Strange?
What?
What, bro?
Oh, right.
we got- I got it.
Brendan
You
Durham
got-
was that?
Bumble
yeah.
flams,
Yeah.
Cooper dink.
Thank you.
In this film, according, he's like 4'10" and Venom is 20'8". Right? So fucking, there's bits where like the goo, the cancer chip comes over him, and he starts fucking like, and they literally just like, it's like a really shit upscaling in Photoshop, where someone like didn't feather it right or something. So like you see him just like. He literally just like vibrates into like 4 times his own size.
Just like the things in the background curve around.
Yeah, it's like them Kim Kardashian early photos.
Yeah.
Make her
It's
arse
not Photoshop,
16
I swear.
stone.
They just
Exactly.
reduce the size of the building and the house and
Yeah.
the backgrounds. Like, reduce that.
It's-
why
it's-
they're making him bigger.
It's a terrible,
Nobody
terrible affront to God of a film. It's so bad.
So all the
Yeah.
things they fucked up on you, right? We have to add these up now.
We're gonna make
Don't
it.
make
We're
me-
gonna
yeah.
make a Deadpool list for me.
Right.
Which one's gonna actually find
you
me?
like
First and foremost,
you were a
the
Deadpool
film.
fan, but yeah.
Deadpool's fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
I'm
grand.
not.
You're not invested in it.
Yeah, like
Right,
I've
so-
had sex with more than one woman.
Dark Tower, they fucking rode on you.
They actually raped me with Dark Tower. Yeah.
You pretended to like Preacher. We were all there for that.
I didn't.
You
No.
had Stockholm syndrome.
I
after your
didn't.
your rape.
I
You did.
never
You
said
kinda
Preacher
did.
was good. I said I'm going to keep watching it because it's so shit, but it's my favourite comic of all time, so I have to power through it. I
Is
have
that
to
what he
do it.
fucking said?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure he was like, that was deadly.
Never,
No, there was
not
no
once,
No.
have I ever said that any episode of Preacher was ever good.
Not Preacher, sorry, fucking Punisher.
Oh yeah, that's a great TV show.
Sorry, yes.
Punisher
Punisher
is
is
savage.
No,
It's savage.
I had to
No,
tap
right.
out.
He's
I'm-
absolutely right. Preacher, we
I'm
both
with
agree on
her.
Preacher being an absolute bag of
Oh,
shit.
see, yeah, Preacher is absolutely
It's garbage. It's a garbage TV show for garbage people.
That got renewed.
What
That's
Preacher?
getting a season 4.
Of course it did.
I had to tap out.
season
That's
one.
on the AMC and they have
Yeah.
fucking nothing.
They're
else.
just-
Fucking The Walking Dead. They're just like, yeah,
once-
fuck it, we'll keep it going for
Once I
another 20
saw
seasons.
Preacher on a bus stop, I knew that's it.
Preacher. Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
in now. That's
That
in now.
Preacher show is disgusting.
I had
It's
to
fucking
tap out
terrible.
of
It's
fucking
disgusting.
Punisher.
Punisher, I love
Punisher.
Punisher. I have
You
to
missed
say.
a good episode then at the end.
Yeah, see, I tapped out because
one episode.
fucking in Daredevil season 2, the only thing I liked about season 2
Punisher.
was Punisher.
Yeah.
Because it was just
Unfortunately-
manic
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, exactly.
murdering, like.
Yeah. But
Whereas
unfortunately, the
they made
TV
him
show-
feel things, and I don't like
Yeah,
that.
in the TV show, they fucked up. They done it's exact same fuck up they done with the Venom movie. They shouldn't have showed any sort of intro as to where
No.
he came from or origin story. Let's just go balls deep into Venom from the get go.
Yeah.
And if it does well, then we can fill in the fucking gaps later.
You know,
they
Fucking
should have done that
murder,
with Punisher.
murder,
Like the Spider-Man.
You
Yes.
can clearly tell they started Punisher because one of the things when Punisher came out, what we talked about was it would get boring real quick if it
Yeah.
was just Garth Ennis, Steve Dillon, Punisher Max fucking people up.
Bang, 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 bang.
If they knew they were only going to get 2 seasons,
Yeah.
which they're only going to get now
Yeah.
because Jessica
But
Jones.
I don't think
season
they
3
knew that when they started season
Exactly,
2.
that's what
so
I'm
you're
saying.
going to be left with this Daredevil-esque fucking
That's-
gap hole in the story.
That's what I'm
and it's
saying.
over.
What I'm saying is that if they knew they were only going to get 2 seasons before the plug was getting pulled on all this, they might have gone balls deep right from the
Yeah,
start.
do it,
and
yeah.
just had them
Yeah.
fuck people up for 2
Yeah.
seasons.
What was
And
the...
not worry about burning people out on...
Because they only created Jigsaw at the end of the 4th season of Punisher.
And he looks shite.
He's garbage.
He
yeah.
looks shit.
Fucking
Now, I-
nonsense.
Did you ever get a good shot of him?
Someone put up people put up set photos.
Okay.
And it's the first scene you're supposed to see him and Frank have a shootout between parked cars across the street. And it's that shitty thing that all the Marvel movies and TV shows do, which they get right sometimes but fuck up other times, where this has to look like it can happen in real life. This has to look realistic, which is why we ended up with that Daredevil suit that I don't like. Because it's
We
real.
get the darkening.
It's
I call
Yeah.
it.
it's
The
realistic.
darkening of
It's
things.
realistic, but it still looks
Yeah.
kind of gammy. And
Do you remember who the worst people in the world ever were for doing what you were just saying?
what?
The Super Mario Brothers movie.
Stop.
Do you remember they tried to make things look like they
No,
couldn't be
stop.
real?
Yeah,
Stop.
Remember Bowser's reality?
Stop.
yeah. Those Koopas are fucking nightmare fuel.
Yeah,
I remember
they
we
are.
rented that We
Wouldn't
rented
it have
that.
been better just to make that semi-animated?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember we rented that movie the week it hit Extravision. And I was far too young to watch it because the Koopas freaked me the fuck
They're
Of course
creepy
it
as
Like,
fuck.
I had nightmares after seeing that movie.
But yeah,
I can't remember what age I was.
But don't the things end up looking darker, like you're saying?
Yeah.
Everything looks darker.
Like-
and Batman probably was the start of it, really, apart from the thing.
like
Yeah.
Jigsaw needs to be absolutely fucking
Horrific.
mangled
Yes.
Yeah.
in bits. But he's just got it's his exact same face with some scars. His face should be like, you know, like you fucked up in Photoshop
Should be
and turned it
unrecognisable,
45. Yeah.
Arse
Like-
chin was acceptable. do
Yeah,
you
that's what I
reckon?
was gonna say.
Arse chin was acceptable
Arse face.
level of fucked upness.
Like
Arse
it-
chin.
Arse face.
Arse face.
Arse
Arse chin, you're Arse chin.
Ah.
I have an arse
You're
chin.
definitely not acceptable.
No, Arse face I thought was really good. That
Yeah,
was
no,
pretty
they-
much the same.
They
as
did,
the
I think they
comics.
did a good.
Like,
Yeah.
think
And
Tyrion,
the fact that it moved. as
think
well.
Tyrion Lannister in Game of Thrones. Now I know they
I
couldn't.
think you did.
They couldn't do that, yeah.
Now I know they couldn't cut Peter Dinklage's nose off, but they could have fucked up his face a bit more. Like he gets mashed up in the book,
Yeah.
you know. And
But he's also doing backflip, so let's give him a break.
and Jigsaw
Do a backflip.
and Jigsaw
Don't
like
flip.
Jigsaw gets mashed up in the comics
Yeah,
as well, and it's just it doesn't like it looks like he didn't do that much though.
Yeah. He just what
Were they going to do that? Were they going to fuck him up over the course of a few seasons, do you think?
No, it's that he gets like what happens to him at the end of Punisher season 1 is basically what happens.
Yeah.
like
Oh,
Frank,
that's the bad note. Right.
yeah, but it's the fact that scene is fucking amazing. Like I remember seeing that scene and just kind of going,
He's got to be red.
ugh.
Yeah.
And then I saw the pictures and was like, man, plastic surgery's fucking dead.
Yeah.
It's this day and age, like, you know.
Fix
But
the shit out of him.
what I'm most sad about with all these MCU shows, we're never going to see full on dicks out bullseye.
Yeah. We got to see the surgery
Yeah.
and him accepting the fact of what he is.
We did the little Easter egg with the adamantium spine.
Yeah, exactly. Which is the stupidest thing when you think about it.
Do you know one of the hardest things to look at was? Do you remember? It wasn't Hannibal. Which was Hannibal? No. Which
What
one
happened?
of the movies of the guy in the wheelchair? Gary Oldman played.
Yeah. He was
That was
unbilled.
Fucking hard to look at.
Brilliant. With the one big fucking black eye.
But why don't they just do that? Like make Jigsaw hard to fucking look at. It's on Netflix. People can fucking turn it off. They fucking
Yeah,
want
but
to turn it off.
he was also playing like a paraplegic. He didn't have to do jack shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he can sit in a bed.
But he even in the TV show he was dumbed down a bit. In the TV, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was dumbed down a lot.
But
in
it
the
still
TV
wasn't
show.
too bad. But the Gary Oldman one. Do you remember the first time you saw the
It
Gary
still
Oldman
looked
one?
like
Yeah.
a pig's fucking hip
Yeah.
slapped up someone's face.
Like I remember the first time seeing the Gary Oldman one and just being like,
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
The first
Look at that.
time, you see Aldman,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Vernon.
Verker. You're in charge of the internet. You can
Oh,
be the
wow.
new Gus.
"You do it, Gus."
Yeah,
Gus had already be on this, by the way.
Yeah.
He smelled a fucking question
the
here.
pig man from Hannibal. Gary Oldman.
It's not Hannibal, though, is it?
It is Hannibal the movie. Yeah.
He's in Hannibal. It's Hannibal the movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Werner,
me, man.
Vermont, Verser, Vermeer,
First?
Verger.
Verger.
Mason Verger.
Yeah,
Mason
Verger.
Verger. That
Yeah.
was one of the hardest things I've ever seen to look at.
Yeah, in the Hannibal
Ever
TV,
seen to ever
the
had to
Hannibal
look at.
TV show, he looked. It was fine,
Yeah.
but in the movie, fucking hell.
Yeah.
fucking hell,
I was actually getting sick.
it's absolutely fucking maggoty.
But
what he's saying.
that's what you should feel like when you look at
That's
Jigsaw.
what I'm
Yeah,
trying
absolutely.
to say. Yeah,
Exactly.
it's okay to do that. Maybe not for the. How long would you reckon he would have been in? Next?
I mean, if they knew they were only getting 2 seasons, you can kill him at the end of season 2 and it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But what they tend to do in these Netflix,
People won't turn off if they fucking get challenged.
oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, especially
Everything is underestimating people's fucking
Daredevil,
will to watch shit.
the
And that
Netflix-
includes everything across media, music, everything, killing characters off. Oh, we can't do that now.
Like
you can, you can do anything you want.
there's some grim shit. The dude impaling himself on the fucking spike.
yeah, but Daredevil Netflix was an 18 show anyway, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
was.
it was 18. Yeah,
That
it was.
whole, all those Marvel shows are similar rating, I think.
I think like Jessica Jones and were like 15.
Now,
you know.
the other shows never touched that level of kind of grim and gore.
Did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
show? Remind me. In Jessica Jones season 1, did they show her getting fucked in the ass by Luke
No.
Cage? Did they do that bit?
No,
No.
they didn't.
They showed them.
I
banging
think
in the
I
bed
think
and
they
all.
I think they kind of alluded
They
to it.
didn't do the butt fucking.
No.
But the problem with that scene in the comics is it's all in her internal monologue.
Yeah, it's her.
where it's very obvious, like what she's describing. It's obvious she's getting rolled up the arse.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you can do.
It was a max though.
You can tell by the curvature of the spine.
Jesus.
I think I can
Yeah.
tell.
But I mean,
Well, I'm not watching that terrible television
But
show.
I mean, In
Oh, yeah,
some-
which was it in Luke Cage or
Jessica Jones.
I'm not watching either of
I
those
mean,
terrible
they're,
TV
like-
shows. I don't know why I fucking
like to be
distinguished them.
like, but in fairness,
But there's butt fucking in it.
there is scenes where she's getting absolutely well.
Oh yeah.
Maybe she's wellying him with her arse in. Did you ever think about that?
No.
Jesus Christ, how many?
No.
Is there anything anybody
Like
wants to
H.H.
touch on
Holmes?
before we knock this in the head?
We were going to run through all the things that have been ruined for you. A little fucking like
Go for it,
coming
go for
Christmas.
it.
I was trying to do before someone started talking about
go
Venom
for it.
again.
You've got 6 minutes to kill me. Go.
Right. Where did it start? Steph, you remember where it started? The Dark Tower was
Dark
really the
Tower
big
was
one.
really big.
The really
Dark Tower took a
fucking
long
big one.
time to come around, but it was the one that you were most excited about.
Dark Tower and
still haven't watched it.
Dark Tower and Preacher were coming to. Preacher was coming to a head badly around the same time as Dark Tower.
There was
and
Dread.
you got fucking punched in both jaws at the same time with that.
Yeah.
Then
At the time, you seemed more upset about Dark Tower.
Yeah.
oh, big time.
That's
yeah.
my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Daredevil season 2 was the prick tease for Punisher as well.
And you pretended to like that in your Stockholm syndrome. That's cool. You then, but then something else. Something
Been so
else.
many.
That's what this segment is
Been
about.
so many. Pretty much if I like it, it's going to be shy.
Yeah.
The rape of Gar. That's what this segment is. The fucking.
We can't call the podcast that. It'll be
Yes, we
taken down.
can.
It goes up on Spotify now. We can't do this.
Oh right. But we definitely can't put it on fucking Tumblr. What was that? There's definitely more.
Oh, don't
Like
even-
the horrible shit that happened in Gar this year. Do you know what would be great if the not great, it wouldn't be if the Command and Conquer remakes were
Oh,
garbage.
stop it.
That would be
Command and
that'd be
Conquer
you
in general
finished
are garbage.
off.
Well, some of the rest of us like that.
What?
Some of the rest of us like.
I know, but I mean just to add to Gar.
It's just
as
the
well.
cherry on top
Yeah,
of
yeah,
it.
it's
And
just
the
punch
devil,
him in the
like,
gut.
you don't like Dread.
Oh, yeah.
But like, no, you like Dread, but you don't like the movie.
Really?
It's only okay. It's not a Dread movie.
Really?
It's not a Dread movie. It's not.
But
It's
yeah,
not.
but would you not be
Like,
would
having
you-
not read the comics, I'm just kind of being vaguely aware of
Then
Judge
shut
Dredd.
up, Murray. Jesus Christ, Murphy. You can't take the comics and the world they've built
Yeah,
and
it's a
just
huge
make a
world.
little fucking South African road into a building. Like it's literally they show
Ah,
on a
you just
road.
wrecked Dread for me. I
Yeah.
liked that until you said that.
It's just you literally show them on a road, like on a highway in South Africa.
Yeah.
You know, and you're only short of Chappie popping up. It's fucking
The
shite.
Antwoord
Yeah,
as well
like-
in the
like
background.
if you
Guy
read-
Antwoord,
if you read the
fucking
comics,
Ninja Go!
if you read the comics,
Fucking-
almost everything starts with a view of the city. You're like, oh,
Everything. There should be some YouTube supercut, right, where they take all the visuals from the very, very, very first fucking. Not that it's loud in them. Hang on, let me let me nail this
You're
again.
talking about the Stallone
Hang on,
movie?
no. You take
that's a good idea.
no, because like very, very. Look, there's been 17 Blade Runners, right? Take the visuals from Blade Runner, okay?
Yeah.
Take the city from Blade Runner and cut it all into that, and just do. If they can find something moving in Blade Runner, and just keep that back, and just do a little arrow saying that's Dread. Right?
yeah.
That's him, and then you get into fucking the building, and we'll have the block war park. That's perfectly fine. So the inside of it, all good.
But that's
Why don't you
how
just
every.
skip the first 10 minutes? Then?
Because
But
that's the
that's
sale.
but that's-
It's in Mega City 1, and I want to see
Yeah.
Mega City 1. I don't
Mega
want
City
to
1's
see
not in that
Johannesburg, right? It's fucking nonsense.
Well, he's right in the sense that every fucking Dread started with that shot,
It's just fucking, and there's big fat cunts with wheels under their belly.
and then he can do what you want after that.
Like, I want Mega City 1. Like,
They could have just done that.
I don't think it was even Johannesburg. It was like fucking.
Fingless.
Not even. I thought it weird. It was fucking Mullingar or something. It was just, and they just put some like sepia hue on it. It's like the sun isn't right anymore.
You're
Wouldn't be
right though.
survivors if they
That
shot
movie
that
was
one,
missing that shot to make it.
It needed. That's
did,
the world,
yeah.
the building exercise,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
is,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Really, they only had that highway so they could get the Lawmaster in there.
But even the bike looks shite. The tyres like the size of a Honda 50 tyre. Like it's fucking nonsense. The least you can do is just get like 6 normal bike tyres and just wrap a black bag around them.
Now-
And just fucking have them drive in.
With their budget, we know why they couldn't.
They fucking Sylvester Stallone done it.
With their budget is a completely
No,
different thing.
I don't think so. I don't think.
I don't think
We
that-
need a Gus.
I like that.
No,
We need to look at
I'd
a fucking
say-
budget for Dread and the budget for Stallone.
Having
just Dread.
seen both movies, I would say it's the Stallone movie with adjusted for inflation
Yeah.
had a much higher budget.
You reckon?
Yeah, much
So it
higher.
was 45 million for the 2012
For Dread.
For Dread.
Yeah.
45 million.
And look up Judge Dread.
Oh, but what about
Fucking getting
inflation?
there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Adjusted
Oh,
for
I'll get
inflation,
there. Don't
it's
you
a
worry.
much better-
Yeah, you're right.
44 million. That's not great.
And also, how much CGI was expensive back
And it was
Yeah.
13 million for
Holy
Judge Dredd.
shit!
Oh, hang on.
Holy
Inflation.
shit!
Fucking,
Yeah.
what am I saying? For Robocop, should I say?
Oh shit, that's way before. That's like 1989
Like-
or something.
Yeah.
That's not the film we're talking
Well,
about.
yeah.
Fucking,
Like-
yeah, I don't know. It came up. Don't worry.
I'm the girl.
That was-
He's a
Yeah.
policeman with a
It's not-
helmet. La 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 la.
Oh my
She
god!
has a big gun.
I wish I didn't laugh at that. But
It
it
was
was
45 million for Dread.
same.
It was 90 million for Judge Dredd.
Ah, fuck.
So
yeah,
even
it's way
before
off.
inflation, it's done.
Way
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
And,
So-
and not just inflation. Fucking how. Actually,
How
no,
the-
that
how
goes
the
against
indus-
my point, so I'm not.
Yeah, no.
How the
However, we should look at that and see how much of that was Stallone's fee.
Probably a lot of it.
Oh.
yeah, a lot of it.
Good point.
Also,
Also,
that production costs.
That wasn't.
Not budget.
That wasn't.
Was there
It
anyone
wasn't
else
Dread,
from
but it
the-
wasn't a terrible.
Yeah, Rob Schneider was, and he was huge at the time.
Yeah.
He was Fergie.
Yeah.
He was basically a big mutant retard in the comics,
Yeah.
but he's just a comedian.
Everyone
now.
I kept thinking to say was actually Demolition Man, so I'm not going to say.
Demolition was a really good Judge Dredd film.
It's not only that; it's a
Uh,
fucking great fucking video game as well.
So was Cobra is the best Punisher movie.
Cobra is the best Punisher movie.
Yeah. Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah? Right. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. Good night.